all systems go. At least that's what it looked like from this angle. Alright, let's get it. We ain't waiting for people to come because my time is short. The D is long, but my time is short. That's Redman to say. The D is long, but my time is short. Unfortunately. Let's get it though. We ain't waiting. Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes. She like, ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Hey. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la, ah wee wee. On a Friday, la la, ah wee wee. Best day, la la, ah wee wee. Blessed day, la la, ah wee wee. Ooh la la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. Popovich TV. Oh yeah, we live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. So if it's your first time, then the question is, where you been? Because over here on my side, we like to deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews sometimes. When people don't be acting flaky. Popovisms 101, and of course, motivation. So before you jump off the page, Diddy to the left, take that. I'm going to need you to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that notification bell. So when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos. And if it's not your first time, and you've been rocking with the channel, then good luckin'. But you know how I do. You know how I plainly start my show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. We in the end game because I haven't been on here in a little minute. I ain't gonna lie. It just seems like life just keep lifing, and time is not as fluent as it used to be. Where I was, able to do my show the way I was able to do it every Friday night. Then we switched to Monday motivation, motivational Monday. I am your motivational speaker, whether you like it or not. And here goes some motivation for your ass. And just job and life, you know what I mean? Can't really just jump on like that. I want to, but that's just not the reality. And even in the immediate moment, in real time. Now I know I'm a cure violence worker. 14 months into the gig, right? And I'll not enjoy the work. I don't know if I don't even know what's the right words to frame what I'm doing now, but I know it's not like a regular gig. I can say that fluently without stumbling and bumbling over the words. Love and enjoy. I don't know. I love and enjoy doing this YouTube shit. Doing, Popovich TV. I love that. The cure violence, working with the kids, I like doing that. As a person who stepped in as a stepdad. I ain't got no kids of my own. Y'all know that already if y'all rock with the channel. The relationships that I have with some of the youth, I like that. Even you can say I even love doing that. Maybe not the time consumption that it takes from me. I don't love that. And I also don't love when I'm about to go live. I'm getting ready for my show. Yes, I worked today, right? And I did I did what, 10 and a half hours today? Yeah, 10 and a half hours. Couldn't start the show at 10 o'clock because other things just kept getting in the way. And then just now, right before I'm getting ready to go live, you know, the hospital call, I'm on call, right? GSW come in, set the phone down, finish getting ready for my show, hospital calls again. Another GSW comes in, right? And I have to respond. I'm going to respond, but it's like, damn, I'm just about to get ready to go live. I haven't went live in a minute. I'm excited. The energy is up. That feeling, right? And then the feeling is taken away. Scorpion, get over here, because you got to go work now. You know what I'm saying? And that part I don't love. You know what I mean? Showing up to the hospital, dealing with different type of situations. You know, a lot of fucking kids shooting themselves, getting shot over dumb shit. You know, right? And this wasn't even the topic. But I'm not going to be on long. That's why I said, you know, Redman, the D is long, but my time is short. We're going to be rapid fire for the little topics that I have, and then we out of here because I got to go to work. But, you know, it's never an easy pill to swallow. It's never something that you want to get used to, you know what I'm saying, right? And what am I talking about? Again, I'm talking about the senseless violence. And at one point in time, I was a part of that, obviously, right? Or if it's not obvious, then I'll make it crystal clear, right? I was down with the fuck shit, swimming and wallowing and backstroking in the fuck shit. And the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. At one point in time, you know, if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. That's the reality. You can dread it, you can run from it, but destiny still arrives all the same, right? And you couldn't live with your failures, so where did that bring you? Back to me. Especially as an adult, because adults don't want to do shit that they don't want to do, that they're forced to do. It's going to be pushback. I know I'm going to give a lot of pushback, right? And that's just human nature. But also, the truth is provocative. It gets the people going, boom, 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 boom. And I know Hov, you know what I mean? Hovey's home, like Hovey's home, the global phone. We know he's in Yankee Stadium right now. Heard he brought Nas out, start the show with, you know, Beyonce. And that's one of the topics. But before we get to that, people hate the truth. Most people. And most people don't like hearing that you're either part of the solution or you're definitely part of the problem. Because even if you say I'm not a part of the problem per se, like I'm not, you know, involved in the fuck shit. If you're not doing nothing to stop said fuck shit, then you're part of the problem. And there ain't no way to slice it and dice it. You could try to flip it and bounce it and change it and reverse it. And Tony, there was no other way. But it's still going to come back to the time stone. It's still going to come back to, nah, bro, sis, you ain't educating. You're not pushing forward. You're not speaking a word towards the right. Then silently condoning it is being down with the function. I know that's hard on some of y'all ears. I know that's like, damn, that's not true. Because I've been to prison, I came home, I don't even fuck with the young niggas or do none of that shit. I'm just easy right now. I go to work, I come home, you know, I play PlayStation, me and my lady watch movies, me and my two little stepsons or my sons or my daughters, we chill. You know, I'm not involved in that no more. But it's still shit going on in your neighborhood, where you live, right? Where you got your feet at, this shit's still going on. So if you're not doing anything to self-correct, then you're part of the problem. You can get mad, and I don't give a fuck if you get mad. I'm just telling it like it is. And I got to talk about my life and how I see it, and that's a Martin Lawrence reference. If you're not part of the problem, then obviously you're part of if you're not a part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. So it's probably some kids, some young kids, who knows, I'm going to find out when I get there. But instead of me, you know, getting ready to do a long live and, you know, stream and talk my shit, I got to cut it short. And most likely it's over some senseless shit, which I see all the time. I see parents who are not parenting, who don't know what resources are available. They don't have no strong man in their corner, right? And that's uncles, cousins, you know, niggas they fucking, you know what I mean? That can step in and course correct. So shit still goes on. But with that being said, let's start with we in the end game. You know, let's keep it on this topic. Let's keep it centered on this. We was out in Brooklyn again, right? You know, for my job purposes. And y'all know the 4th of July weekend, which I don't celebrate, right? Happy New Year's, 4th of July, and whoa, 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 and all the holidays, and Juneteenth, and all this bubblegum shit. To me, I'm not knocking what you believe in, what you celebrate, what you put your time, effort, and energy into. I'm not, you know, I'm not knocking you. Let me put the charger on this real quick before we go dead. I'm not knocking you. Like, you want to celebrate Juneteenth? You want to celebrate Easter and the Easter Bunny, get fresh? You want to celebrate Christmas with Santa Claus coming down the chimney? You want to celebrate Thanksgiving, right? And whatever you celebrate, I'm not going to knock you. I'm going to stick to my guns on what I don't celebrate, and we can have a discussion. Nonetheless, it was the 4th of July, and not only that, but it was the 250 year of America. This is America. Don't get you slipping, huh? Police be tripping, huh? Right? Celebrating America. 250 years since we separated from the British and rebelled back. Boston Tea Party, we wasn't having that shit, etc., right? Niggas had to rebel, take over shit, demand their rights and all this mutual respect. And 250 years later, this is where we at, right? So if you are one of those that had the hot dogs on the grill, the Grizzlies, hamburgers and shit, shish kebabs and all that, you was outside. You was celebrating with your family or your friends or your associates or the block in the neighborhood that you are confined to, right? Like a lot of Americans. And there's nothing wrong with that. Even Zorro Mendani, the mayor, right? He came out. Because he was at the press conference that I was at. Out there in Brooklyn. What am I talking about? Why am I going in a circle, right? I like turtles. For the family who was doing just that. On the 4th of July, having a barbecue, having fun time, quality time with their family. I'm not knocking that. I've been to plenty of barbecues, even though I don't celebrate certain holidays, right? And unfortunately, horrifically, at this particular barbecue, allegedly, maybe kind of sort, I'm definitely going to add that. Because even though they got him, I'm looking at his face. I'm looking, you know, at the body language. I'm just looking at him like, damn, it doesn't make sense to me, right? And it doesn't have to make sense to me to be factual, to be right and exact, to be the right motherfucker that did what they saying he did, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the family who was barbecuing on the 4th of July, gunmen, at that time we didn't know who it was. Now we do. According to the news, came through with the mask, let off some shots, unfortunately, hitting 8 members of one family. Not multiple families, one family, right? Because the grandmother corrected the mayor when he was like, you know, multiple families or whatever he said, he messed up. And that, he messed up, right? And then she corrected him for like 10 minutes. She had her spill. She said what she had to say. She let it be known that it was only one family. And our sympathy, our prayers, you know, our thoughts and all that goes with the family, obviously. But 8 members of one family was hit at one time. And 4 of them was children. You know what I mean? And, you know, that's the unfortunate part. Not that because you're an adult you get hit. It's not unfortunate. Yes, it's still unfortunate. But when there's babies involved, then I often quote all the time Rico from Paid in Full, Cameron, Killer Cam, and Mason Beta. And I'm Cam and Giles. And we're gonna rise to the top. Rico, right? Who played Alpo, right? And he was talking to Ace, AZ, after he got shot in the head. And unfortunately, some of his family members was tragically murdered right in front of him. Let's not make light of it. Let's not act like it's just a statistic and it's not no real names and people behind these stories. These are real people, real stories. They're horrific and they're unfortunate, right? Ghetto games and shit that goes on in the drug business, right? Shit ain't fun. You know what I mean? Like Jesus said. Now who the fuck want to play with guns? A lot of blood, a lot of shit ain't fun. It's not fun, right? But in the movie, after that event took place, Rico still wanting the shit to flow the way he thought it's supposed to flow, even after a horrific situation that took place with Ace. He like, yo, bro, niggas get shot every day, B. You strong, right? You could take it, right? What's up? Because we need to keep this shit going. Niggas gonna be looking at his funny style or people gonna start going elsewhere, my nigga, because you strong, right? You could take it, right? And niggas get shot every day, B. Basically, hard hitting line. That's one of that's one of the memorable lines in the movies to me. That's what I walk away from with. Even though, I'm familiar with the story. I'm from Harlem, obviously, and, woo, woo, and ah. But that's a hard-hitting line. Niggas get shot every day, B. And it's true. Niggas get shot every day, B. Basically, it's two folds to that. One, he acknowledging that the violence is rampant. This shit happen on a regular basis. Then he's questioning him, challenging him. Challenge, like, you strong, right? You could take it, right? Come on, my nigga. Don't be no bitch ass nigga. Don't be no sucker ass nigga. Niggas get shot every day, so toughen the fuck up. Put your pants on, and let's keep these bricks moving. Because we got money to make. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's your money, son. We got money to make. Like, one for you, one for me. Two for you, 1, 2 for me. No. 3 for you, 1, 2, 3 for me. Like, don't try to play me like I got a flower pot head. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get this fucking money. Niggas get shot every day. So toughen up. That's the one side. The other side is, bro, this is everyday life. So I need you to get back in line because we got these bricks to move. We got bricks to sell. Niggas is gonna go somewhere else. Do you want that? And A like, yo, I got shot in the head, my nigga. My body is different. I'm moving different. Are you out of your mind? Now let's replace that. Let's replace that iconic line from Paid in Full where niggas get shot every day, B. And let's replace it with babies. Children. Let's replace it with that. Babies get shot every day, B. Children get shot every day, B. You strong, right? You can take it, right? Right. It sounds much different. It sounds like, oh, hold on. Do I hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Because I just said that babies get shot every day, B. Kids get shot every day, B. Children get shot every day, B. Your kid might get shot today. My kid might get shot today. Your nephew, like, it sounds crazy. But this is the mentality. This is the atmosphere, the aura, the mystique that we live under every day. And now that I'm a cure violence worker, I'm super sensitive to this. A lot of the cases that y'all see on the news that come out of Harlem, even if it's not in Harlem, like we was in Brooklyn, as I just said, for the people that one family who 8 members was shot in their family. 8. 4 of them being kids. 17, 16, I believe, was the top age. and then 6 and 7, the mother, you know what I mean, Miss Tiffany. Again, my not condolences because nobody died, fortunately, but my sympathy, my prayers, they go out to you. Because while I'm standing there at the press conference, the shooting response, the call to peace, to say, yo, this shit can't happen on our watch because we cannot be cool with babies getting shot every day, B. Kids getting shot every day, B. We can't be cool with that. So while I'm standing there for work, to see her crying, distraught, stressed, talking about her kids is asking her, what did they do to deserve this? Do you understand the magnitude of that? I don't know if you got kids, right? Or even help raise kids, or you're a good uncle, you're a good aunt, right? I'm both, right? Parent and good uncle. When your kid got to ask you as a parent, what did they do to get shot up? How the fuck do you even conjure up an answer for that they can understand? It's just your area code, baby. You got holes in different area codes, and because we live in a 718, we live in a 914, we live in a 213, we live in a 212, this is just what it is. And you can dread it, you can run from it, but you know what the next line is, right? Destiny arrives all the same. It's going to come back to the same thing. That this is where we live. This is what we get comfortable with, to the point that you almost can get desensitized. That's why you got to replace that line of niggas getting killed every day, B, to babies getting killed every day, and see if it hit the same. Because Uncle Murder said it should hit different. It hit different. It hit different. It hit different when you say babies is being killed every day. Oh no, because that's just in Gaza. That's just overseas in Iraq when we bombing niggas and you see the babies lying and, you know, it look horrific. That's just in Venezuela with what just happened over there? The earthquakes and all that shit. That shit don't happen right here. We block that shit 50 to it somehow, where it's like, no, we're not really registering that babies is getting killed every day. Why? Because niggas can't shoot, niggas can't aim, niggas is on the back of a scooter that's going 30 miles an hour because they scared to get caught and they don't really want to jump on that yakisobe and that chili con corn line, right? They don't want no parts of that Rikers Island action. They don't want no parts of that. So they shoot from half a mile away. You know how far that is? When you don't know how to shoot, you're not trained to shoot, you don't practice. Practice? Not a game that I love. We talking about practice, right? You don't go to the gun range to practice. I know back in the days, we used to practice. Still don't make you a marksman. Let's be clear. It's two different subjects. But it wasn't the gun towers and the ping, ping, pow. As soon as when the gunshots go off, police know at least what area or surrounding area that the shots came from. We can go to the roof and let off New Year's or whenever we decided to practice, right? Practice? Y'all can't even practice now unless you're going to a gun range. And if you see me looking around in the circle I'm not distracted. We live on YouTube, welcome. We live on Instagram right here, and then we live on my own platform so I can get my own footage, right? Pop up his TV, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But we could practice. The old timers could take you. You don't know what you're doing, young blood. Let me show you how to clean the gun. Let me show you how to shoot the gun. These young niggas, they got switches, they got the button. They're not strong enough. They on perks, they on mollies, they on drip. These niggas is smoking weed with spray on it. They not in their right even mind. They can't even run, pants hanging down, BB belt, and they got the BBs lighting up the 4th of July. They looking crazy out here. And they trying to shoot an op who more than 30 feet away. Just imagine that. Back to this story, and then we'll get to the other few topics because I got to go to the hospital. Just started my live. 2 calls from the hospital. Another one 15 minutes ago. 2 GSWs. Some dumb shit probably. And maybe I shouldn't be saying that because I'm a cure violence worker now. You know what I mean? Last year I wasn't. I've been on the job, 14 months, 13 months now. I like working with the kids as I articulated. But this part of the job I don't like. When you got to go to the press conferences because kids is getting shot. Babies is being shot. And then they caught the suspect, allegedly, maybe, kind of, sort of. A 44-year-old man? You shooting up a barbecue and you hitting babies? I'm not saying that he's not the perp, but when I first seen it, I said, damn, it's not no young nigga trying to shoot another young nigga. It's a 44-year-old man. Is this an ex-boyfriend, a baby daddy? Who is this guy that came up to this barbecue on the 4th of July, let off shots through the fence at a family that was just having a barbecue, and shot 8 people? That's a mass shooting. That's crazy. It wasn't a white man at some college, and somewhere it was a black man. I think he looked Spanish. He might be just light-skinned like me, shooting up a barbecue. That's crazy. Glad they got him. As an ex-criminal, gotta keep it a buck. Glad they got him, because it could have been my barbecue, especially if it was just random and crazy thoughts. And I'm just gonna go shoot up a barbecue because it's the 250th anniversary of America. What? Are you out of your mind, bro? Are you okay? Do you need help? Are you all right? This is what we're dealing with. That was unfortunate, right? Let's talk about this Nolan Wells situation, right? We in the end game because the young brother, unfortunately, Nolan Wells, right? That's the brother name. He's trending. He's viral for all the wrong reasons. Condolences and prayers to the family, obviously, right? I got 2 boys, right? Same age. One is in Florida. And the story hit so hard. And I know it's been trending a few days now. Obviously today is the 10th. So this happened last Saturday. Now we have Friday. Tomorrow will make a whole week, right? A whole 7 days. And shit was all just good just a week ago, right? As soon as when I seen this story online, before it started picking up steam, I sent it to my small boy. I sent it to small boy Kato, right? And I know he got white friends. I got white, family members in my family, right? Through marriage or what have you. And for the most part, I'll speak for myself and I'll speak for the community as a whole, even though I know I don't represent everybody. Mimi, what's the word? Long time no see. How you been? Hope you're doing good. I'll still speak for myself, number one, but then I'll speak for other black folks because I know that it to be true. I'm almost 50, so I have some experience on this planet Earth, and I've been around. I've been around. Most black folks we ain't racist. That's number one. We accepting. That's number two, and we accept a lot of people, right? Even the people who other people in our ethnicity and our group will say, yo, those are the enemies, those are the ops, those are the people that don't rock with us. We'll still accept them. We'll still rock with them. We'll still invite them to the barbecue. Yo, bring the potatoes, well, maybe not the potato salad. Bring the little fried chicken, go to Popeyes, or bring a little dish because, my brother fuck with you, or my auntie fuck with you, or you came over and you played spades with us, so we rock with you, right? So I had to throw that out there because I'm obviously not a racist. I got a lot of Caucasian friends, right? Asian friends, all other ethnicities. But when it comes to this, and this particular story, and obviously the unfortunate event took place on the 4th of July, right? And I think I seen the story on Monday. I sent it straight to my small boy. Like, yo, I know you in Florida. I know you be doing your little TikTok. Now that the videos is spinning of the young brother, Nolan Wells, right? I thought of my small boy immediately, right? And this is a teachable moment, right? I sent the video to him. This is before all the other details about the argument, about the phone. It was just brothers missing. Nobody knows what happened. But suspicion was there. And I'm like, listen, I know you got a lot of friends. I know you be dealing with a lot of them. I know you cool with a lot of them. I know you went to school with a lot of them. I know you down there right now where you at with a lot of them. But just be mindful, because even though we're accepting, even though we rock with and we'll let people come to the barbecue, you still can't get rocked to sleep. Rock-a-bye, baby. Don't be no foolio, and it would behoove me to not say something, right? I wouldn't be doing my due diligence as a parent to say, I'm not trying to put hatred in your heart and make you look at all white folks and get back on some 5% of shit. Like, yo, the devil is a crafted, devil, the black man crafted them, and they come from the Caucasus Mountains, and, because there was no sunlight and all that, they lost the melanin, and, all that other shit, right? The 5% lessons, right? The 120, peace God, what's today's mathematics, knowledge God, culture with Seisman and all that, right? I'm being funny, but I'm not. It's a point to what I'm saying. Some people believe that. Yo, the devil, the white man is the devil. Black man is God. I'm not going to get into all the shenanigans of the 5% nation. I never was a 5%er, but did I study the lessons? Yes. And I wrote all 120 lessons by hand while I was locked up. So I know them. I used to know them by heart. I don't know more. Did I agree with it even when I was trying to study it? No. But did I fuck with Brand Nubians? Yes. Did I like the RZA and other people who was manifesting the 5% lessons? Yes, I did. It resonated with me. But some people truly believe the white man is the devil. Kids, the women, everybody, all of them is wicked devils that we created, right? So we created the devil, and now they over us, and we haven't for how many years you want to calculate, right? The slavery, before that, going back, obviously the lessons go back even before that. So how long they been reigning over us and keeping us captive and all this shit, and we ain't find a way to get back in position yet? Then I had to say, yo, all right, well, damn, the black man is the cream of the earth, and we the motherfucking, the gods of the earth, and we the creme de la creme, and, we was the first man here, and we created them, and got to start thinking. I'm not the smartest because I got my GED, right? Y'all know that. I didn't graduate high school. I got a GED right after completing ABE, which is Adult Basic Education, while I was upstate. Right. So I'm never going to get on here and act like I'm the smartest. But I'm far from the dumbest. And I got common sense. I start saying, damn, all right, well, we created this problem. And since we created the problem, all of these fucking years, Frederick Douglass, Einstein, all our smart black folks, we still ain't figure out how to get position back. So I started having a problem with that. And I said, damn, that don't sound right. That's like you creating your children, for those of us that's parents. You had kids, they lived in your household, you shaped and molded them, they became badass or whatever, and you ain't figure out how to deal with them yet? No, that means you sound like a new parent that's letting your kid run amok, and they part of the problem because you not part of the solution. My kids, no jail, no babies, no gangs, none of that shit. We don't have that. They got their free will. But while you in my house, you have my will. Oh, you can get out and you can see what that real world is like. And then you can not live with your failures. And then where did that bring you? Knocking back on my door to me. That's what they don't say, right? You couldn't live with your failures, so where did that bring you? That brought you back to this house. Because I'm going to kick you out. I'm going to send you somewhere where you're going to have to deal with the real consequences of the real world, and then you can do what the fuck you want. You can survive, but you're not going to do that here. I pay your phone bill. I pay the lights, cell phone, Wi-Fi. You want Call of Duty, you want NBA 2K and all that, you want LeBron James, you want the book bag and all this shit. Well, I pay for that. So you're going to do what the fuck I say, or you're going to get the fuck out. Now some may say, that's not the way to parent, and woo. How your kids doing? Let's compare the two. If your kids is doing good, then that's great. I salute you. But if your kids is doing bad and they can't read and they get embarrassed in the class when the teacher make them read, then you have several seats. You don't tell me how to do what I do in my house, because that's what people are going to tell you anyway. Oh, we should mind our business, what people do in their houses. That's what they do. No, that's what foolish people say. Because the good parents and I put myself in that category. You got good kids because you're a good parent, but y'all know the slogan on the channel. When you send them outside to go get McDonald's, right? Because you can afford McDonald's. You go to the ice cream man. You go to the same school they go to. You get on the same D train, B train, 1 train, 2 train, 3 train, right? They go to the same school. They got the same principal because you on the same area code. So what you accept in your house or don't accept, the bad parents do. So what happens? Right. Yo, good kids, quote unquote, my good kids, quote unquote, they go to school with the bad kids. Right. They on the train with the bad kids. Bad kids that suck a dick and spin that and everything else, and your kids get influenced by that. Then they come home boasting up on you, and you got to put them back in their place. Like, hold on. What you just say? Because is your friends paying that cell phone bill? They got the Wi-Fi jumping in here so you could glitch back faster after they kill you in Call of Duty? Right. So it's different, and it's levels. But back to what we talking about. I had to say, like, okay, you are not that parent, but other parents are. So it's a wide gap that you a good parent, they're not. The medium ground is where our kids are going to meet at, right? And so when I seen the story, unfortunately, and then we'll get to the next story because I got to get out of here. I started the live, thought I had time, and I got 2 GSWs, which is gunshot wounds, victims, and I got to go see what's going on because it's the weekend. The weekend just popped off, and niggas don't know how to act. But I sent the story to my son. So just be mindful, be vigilant. Don't be so accepting. You know what I mean? If you are experimenting, you know, with drinking or whatever you're thinking about doing, and you with folks, even if you know them, don't just be so oblivious, right? That you just let anything happen. And obviously, I'm not blaming Nolan Wells because he could have, you know, listened to when his parents is out now. It was on Good Morning America talking to Michael Strahan. We know Al Sharpton is involved now, Ben Crump, you know, and I got my views on them, but I'm not mad at them for at least coming out to bring light, if nothing else, to the situation. I think Tyler Perry going to pay for the funeral. You know, that may be somewhat consoling, and it may not, because I can't even think of what how I would be feeling, you know, if I lost, you know, my son or my daughter. And what Kendrick Lamar say? Ain't no black power, but ain't no black power when your baby killed by a coward. I can't even keep the peace. I can't tell you to chill when my son is killed. Can't tell you, gotta turn the other cheek and we shall overcome, and some bitch ass nigga, some fuck ass nigga, some nigga, you know what I mean, or a woman or whoever, kill my baby. Can't. And I'm about peace. My job is peace. But I know I did 3 bids. I'm not an angel. I can't even think of me knowing that somebody did some foul shit to somebody I love. Nah, I don't know if I can accept that. I don't know if I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You could be different. Like, nah, Lee, you know, you can't be hypocritical. And I'm going to say, nah, you right, but I'm going to take this jersey off. I'm going to take my work clothes off, and I'm probably going to have to revert back to what I know. I'm not going to wait for the cops, the authorities to get, especially if you know who did it. You know what I'm saying? We all talk about Zimmerman still walking around and all that. You know, I don't shade Trayvon's you know, parents for not doing it. But we got a lot of us that's already killing each other. It's like, damn, none of y'all niggas ain't crashed out yet? Because in the comments, people will be like, well, that's his family fault. They supposed to crash out. Yeah, that is his family, but they civilians. They ain't been to jail. They don't know what that yakisobe and chili con is like. They don't know what them three fucking cardboard waffle meal is like, and them hot dog. They don't know what that's like. You know what I mean? Moulin Rouge. They don't know what that meal was like. And do you want them to know what it's like? Or you outside, you the king of the Bloods, you the king of the Yetas, etc. Why don't one of y'all niggas do it? Because you already crashing out on your own. You killing your own, so why make those good folks do it when you could easily do it, right? But anyway, hopefully the story, you know, 1 second, guys. I was just alarmed at the story, basically. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be safe. I want him to be mindful. I want him to be conscious that just because people say they're your friends don't necessarily mean they're your friends and they have your best interests at heart. They still can do some wicked shit to you, bro. Sis, they still could do some wicked shit to you just because people come in the clove of friendship, camaraderie. You know, we see the Judas and Jesus and many stories, Cain and Abel. These is blood brothers in the Bible. One of the first stories that you read in the Holy Bible, right? And that's if you're a religious person. But you don't got to be a religious person to get the message and the lesson that they're trying to convey. You got two blood brothers. They both gave sacrifices to the Most High. He accepted from one, he didn't accept from the other. So the one that wasn't accepted said, yo, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to slay thee, my brother. And am I my brother's keeper? We seen Nino Brown kill G Money, right? Over some buns, right? Keisha. They killed her over Keisha. He was getting high. For those that seen the movie, right? One of the iconic urban movies, right? We all we got. C and B. Am I my brother's keeper? Nigga said, yes, I am. And then popped him. Popped him, right? Killed him. No remorse. Killed his brother. And we see that all the time in the ghetto. And it's rough in the GHE-TTO. Gotta learn how to hear no evil and see no. I spit nothing but acid like amino. Still good for your skin though like a vino. Again, just be mindful. I hope justice is served. I hope it's served swiftly, right? And I hope that the Wells family gets some type of peace. If peace can even come from this. I know peace to me would be knowing that the person that did it or the parties that did it is brought to justice. And before I get to the other quick two topics, right? I want to show something. Because you can't make shit like this up, right? And in light of the, what's the dude name? Chow, Chung Kin Pao. You know, I'm not being funny, but the Asian dude who killed the brother, the young brother, right? There's stories like this. Let's see. I had saved these stories. Let me, all right, so. There's stories like this. So the Asian dude shot the young brother that was supposedly took the 4 bottles of water, right? And everybody was all hyped up. I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago when the white folks was beating up the one black brother, and then the one black brother jumped in the water, swam across the ocean. I'm being funny, but I'm not. To the defense, and then all the other black people, and we all was cheering because we was taking up for one another, right? So it's stories like this.
Holy shit!
I know y'all can't really see that.
Oh shit! Where the fuck is Sophie? Oh shit! Where the food? Where the food? Oh, shit, the food gone. Oh, shit. Bomb the cop, bomb the cop, bomb the cop. Oh my God.
Basically, my time is getting shorter and shorter because I got to get to this hospital. But that's just a quick clip of a black brother, right? And I don't know if he's wrong or he's not wrong. And some people will say, well, that matters, right? And it might matter because he could have stole from the store. He could have not did nothing. But it's two Asian people whipping his ass. And then you got the black brothers. One look African, but you still black. Oh, but you're black. And they laugh and they so giddy. Little pussies is wet, right? But they got dicks. And they so hyped and all that. And they bitch ass niggas to me, right? Yeah, get the food. Ooh. And it's like, bro, do y'all see that these white folks, back to the Nolan Wells, before we get off that topic, think one of the kids' family members is a judge. We see that even in the Carmelo Anthony, the judge, right? We see that the agents, and even in the case where they killed the young brother inside the store for the 4 bottles of water that he never took. Soon as when they on go with us, bro. They on go. They don't give a fuck if they wrong. What the brother or the husband says something, the wife said something, and then the father and the son was on it. That's it. It's not asking no questions. Did they do something wrong, or are we wrong, and what's the moral high ground in this? No, it's we against them. That's it. And then you see a video like this where the brother could have been wrong. That's why I said that. He could have stole Chinese food. He could have cursed them out. But you see, at least according to this video, the Asian pushed him first. He tried to fight back, and then they jumped him. And then the black brothers got the phones out. Oh, they beating him up. They whipping his ass. And this is why we continue to be the most disrespected, the most not together race in history. And this is why we're going to keep getting what we get. Because we ain't going to stick together. We're going to fight each other. Give another quick example before we get off this. And I'm going to try to do 2 more topics. And I got to go real fast. Where's this other topic at? This other quick topic. Damn, where's this other fucking topic at? I may not have it, but it's a video, right? Going viral. It's in Mississippi, I think. Where at a gas station, a young brother, 10 years old, 11 years old, he was at the pump or whatever, he got gas on him, he got on fire, or he got hurt bad, right? I don't know how he got hurt, where his parents was at, but the gas station was trying to charge the people who was trying to help him for water and stuff to help him after he was burnt with gasoline, right? But the video was about some brother who's trying to stop other black brothers from going to this gas station. And when you in the comments, like we all in the comments, I know I'm in the comments, they like directly across the street, adjacent, it's a black-owned gas station. Just go figure, right? I'm from New York. I'm from Harlem, to be Pacific. I don't know no black-owned gas stations, right? All of them is Arab, Indian, Arabian, that type of ethnicity, right? They got a black gas station down there where they at. But they coming to this gas station where the young brother was hurt. So it's a black brother, and he aggressive. Everybody that's pulling up, he like, yo, brother was hurt, young baby was hurt here. We boycotting these niggas. Basically, you know, don't go spend your money across. And it's a big brother. You know, he says something like, huh? And people in the comments, some was like, yo, his approach was wrong, right? And I think of Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. His delivery was wrong, but what he was saying was absolutely right. You can argue with your grandmother, right? So the brother delivery might have been a little wrong, but the bigger dude who he was talking to, even though a few people was going in the store, but this is the one who the camera was focused on. He like, huh, whatever, what? I'm going to get, he said something, but I couldn't tell what it was. Then at the end of the video, come to find out it was Black and Mal. He like, you coming to get Black and Mal? You a weak ass nigga. You a bitch ass nigga. He like, y'all just came home 7 years or 9 years. Fuck you mean? He like, yeah, they broke you. Because I'm telling you, a young brother was hurt here, a young baby was hurt here. They try to charge the people that was trying to help him money and all that for bottles of water. And it's a black-owned gas station across the street, nigga. The fuck is you coming here for? So the big dude or whatever went to the car like he was going to get something. And the brother that was boycotting was like, yeah, go ahead, nigga, get sturdy or whatever. Like, you better come correct. You better come correct. And then the nigga, the big dude got back out the store. And he like, yeah, you know, I just came home and woo. He like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Them niggas broke you. My whole point of the Nolan Wells and all this other shit, while I mixed it in, is we are so quick to fight each other. So quick. But those other ethnicities, the Caucasians, the Asians, the Russians, Albanians, Yugoslavian, Indian, anybody you could think of that's not black. And you may say, nah, they got melanin, they just don't know that they black. They all fuck with each other, even if they're wrong. They lawyer up. Yo, listen, delete your accounts, don't say nothing, get Cousin Vinny on it. They get people that's rock with them. Us, we separated off the rip. Then we don't want to help each other. We want to go against one another constantly. And this is fatigue, bro. It's tiring. And Wu-Tang been told us, my seeds go with his seeds, marry his seeds. That's how we keep Wu-Tang money all up in the family. That's how we do it, guys. You could think you're a strong wolf on your own. Eventually you're going to get tired. Eventually the well dries up. You know what I mean? Eventually you need help. Eventually you have to look towards somebody that's going to fight with you. Because you could be nice. You could be like Bruce Lee. Just to use an example. You may beat 10 niggas. But if it's 100 niggas, eventually after the third wave, we're going to get you. We're going to get you. Even if you take some of us down. They don't play that game. You know, we over here, we ain't rocking. No, they rock together. Even when they're wrong. They let you know, nah, we don't know what happened. Lawyer up. Fell off the roof. He was drunk, she was high. We don't know what happened. Us, we fight each other. And this is why they don't respect us. This is why they disrespect you. This is why they disrespect you. Because we disrespect our own. That's the reality. 2 other quick topics, and I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to try to get out of here. Let's talk about this Jada. J-A-D-A. I got beef with the, you know what I mean? And 38 Special. They spinning in the clip. 38 Special kind of kicked it off a little bit by saying he had the best verse on a Sunday morning song or whatever song it was, and he might have. It's debatable, but let's just say he did, right? Then it was Korea verse, right? Jada ain't say nothing. Then Big Daddy Kane issued the, you know, the you got 24 hours. Then he did the beat. Then now he on the song with Fat Joe and, you know, the cocaine. We buying bricks and we selling bricks and the whole Rick Ross wave, the Jay-Z wave. That was the topic tonight. He in Yankee Stadium doing his 1-2s. Heard he brought Nas out. Heard Beyonce started the show off cutting his hair, right? And so, you know, I only heard like the couple of bars from Jada. I now heard the whole song. And I don't really like the whole song. Not that it's not dope. It's not that it's not crack. Not that it's not fire. Me personally, when it comes to hip-hop, and it ain't nothing nobody can tell me, in my opinion, about hip-hop, unless you are a Fat Joe or somebody that's been rapping for years and years. I'm just talking about as a fan, as a consumer, as an analyst, and, you know, been around for, you know, a multitude of classical albums, right? Definitely, I think I have a opinion that's valued. I'm kind of off of the crack vibes. That's why I love on the 4/4 album and even on the other album Hold when he like crack cocaine. He like, nah, we did that. We on to merrily, we on to eating off these streams of merrily streams and something like, we did that already, bro. I'm almost 50. I'm 52. You could talk about it in a nostalgia moment, and maybe that's what the song is about. But back to 38 Special and Jadakiss. I'm seeing a lot of people saying he can't fuck with him at all, right? I agree. And I had to say it like that. I had to, where it's like I'm thinking about it or I'm not sure. I agree, because I think 38 Special is nice. Obviously, Jada is super nice. This is where I kind of disagree with the... let me tell him to come down now. We got to go now. Let me tell him to come on. 1 second. This is where I agree. They like, yo, his track record and his track record is not the same. Well, of course it's not going to be the same. Because one started in 98, 7, 6, and one started in, 2009, 2010, or whatever it was. Just think about Mayweather and Pacquiao. Mayweather and Canelo. Before they fought, both of them was undefeated. Anybody could have won that fight. Canelo was young, spry. He haven't lost yet. Mayweather is Mayweather. He could have lost that fight. He won and gave Canelo his first loss. Hip-hop is no age, it's no athleticism. We shouldn't be judging about how many years you've been in the game. Because I hear people like, yeah, he nice. He had a 5-year, 6-year run. But can he have a 20-year run? We don't know yet. It has to be seen. But that doesn't mean ball for ball, pound for pound right now, they're not on the same level. You can go back to yesteryear and say, nah, Kiss is way better. Or he been doing it way longer. That's true. Way better for right now, ball for ball. Who's better right now? Is Kiss better right now? Yeah, he might be. Is 38 Special better right now? Yeah, he could be. It's not based off how long you've been in the game. It could be. But it's more based off what have you done for me, what's happening right now. Because fuck what's happening before. I'm what's happening now. That's a Jadakiss reference. I'm what's happening now. Fuck what's happening before. I'm what's happening now. Then it's the thing of what we should really be judging it on is who got more hits. Because it's always going to boil down to the hits. Do I got more hits than you? Do you got more hits than me? That's what it boils down to. And I'm going to let y'all go on that. I got to get up out of here. Almost an hour. I wanted to go on longer, but duty calls. I got shit to do. And so we're going to go take care of our BI. Maybe we be back tomorrow. We definitely be back Monday. God willing, we alive. But y'all know what it is. This your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Y'all be safe out there this weekend. There's a lot of bubblegum shit going on. Don't you be caught up in the wave. Be respectful. Be mindful. Be courteous. Keep your head on the swivel. Yeah, kid.